So tonight I'm going to be teaching at a programming event about my Space Invaders game. I will also be travelling in style. I have fixed my broken scooter with a brand new connection there. So one of the things you've got to deal with in London is getting really intimate with the London Underground. You kind of feel like rats or something like that. Liverpool Street. Imagine living in London without any GPS. So this is it. This is where the event is tonight. Nice building. I really hope that there'll be some pizza. I'm a little bit late because the traffic in London is not good. There we have it. Hey, Paul! Good to meet you. How are you? Good, good.
Okay, everybody ready? Ready. Everybody, please put your hands together. Amigos.
Has anybody seen my YouTube channel? So I launched this channel in September. Would you like to see the boring part first or the exciting part first?
The boring part.
Boring. Let's talk about TypeScript. Has anyone used TypeScript? 1, 2, 3, 4, about 3%, 4%. So, if you've got sunglasses, put them on. So TypeScript has doing quite well, especially the last year or so since Angular 2 are using it for their code. And you can see like it's really rising up here, and then we had like Brexit and So one of the best things about TypeScript is that it catches bugs that you usually discover when your code's running, because it has compile time checks. End of story. Blah blah blah. JSX support, which was really controversial because a lot of the guys that don't do React really hated that. You see the pull request? Anyone seen that pull request? So when TypeScript says when you support JSX, so that's some funny reading. Intersection types, I've forgotten what that is. Local type, people interfaces like a contract that your class must satisfy. If it isn't satisfied, then boring part. And so now I will need a volunteer to play my game and complete it. You have one chance. Who wants to do it?
Okay, I'll do it if someone else wants to.
So up, down, left, right, spacebar, shoot. You can hold that in to have rapid fire.
Can you dress to win? You should.
On you go.
So that's right. Alt. Yeah.
You have 3 lives.
Okay.
You just lost one. Hold it, spacebar.
Spacebar.
Yeah.
I remember this first game.
Yeah. Earth is still okay, yes, so now we have another row of Space Invaders. We have bullets going towards Space Invaders, and there's 2 big bosses up there, and by the way, you can go forward as well, so we've kind of digressed a bit from the original Space Invaders.
You got bored, didn't you?
So I really don't like using Photoshop. All these graphics are SVGs that I hand-coded. That was character building.
Oh, that's like, that's like Galaga there.
Yeah. He's actually doing really well. I'm really impressed. You might complete this without you can't get me. There you go. Come on. Yeah. Any part of the code you guys particularly want to see? So it's all vanilla TypeScript.
Could you show us the mode where you're shooting a bullet every frame?
Yes. So it's compiling on that, what I'm watching. Here we go, boys.
Can I play again?
Yeah. Yeah. In future future versions of this game I'm going to have power-ups, but I'm not going to have them as good as that. Still lost. Got some, I paid for the animation. And this is in my garden out there. This was a rainy day in Scotland. So the talk went quite well. Everybody seemed to enjoy the content. Most importantly, they found the talk entertaining. I always like to entertain the audience. Alright, my friends. As usual, we leave the best part of the vigil to last. Let's take you through the code. Deep style. Part 5. Very nice graphics going on here. Improved enemies. Upgraded enemies that take more hits. The earth is still okay, which is nice. And we have like the boss ones. Well, the boss is the gold coloured one. He takes quite a few hits. Da 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 da. La 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 la. And there's a little bit of maths going on there with the fan. There we go. Boom! Right. So, the changes, we have made the body black. We have moved the common functionality into an abstract class. So, like all the invaders, they have the interface, they have all these methods. We have the invaders now here. So all this stuff on the left has been extracted to the abstract class, and then so what we're left with is just extending the abstract class. So we have the medium invader with its probabilities, and then they have the heavy invader, which is a gold coloured one, and they have stronger attributes, and they have different SVG files for their graphics. Right. Player class. Okay, we've moved some of the things into, instead of having them all in the math class, we've moved them some into the vectors. Oh dear, lots of noise outside. At some point I'm going to have some audio. Just change the import there. Bullets, what have we done? Okay, so we're changing it from a vector 2 to a vector normalized. Vector normalized just means that the magnitude of the vector will be 1. So this is enforcing this condition. So when we instantiate the bullet, we just want to know what directions it's going. And then we apply the constants of the speed to this vector. Okay, I borrowed some graphic from Pixabay, very good website. We have heavy invaders and medium invaders. So these files have some, basically I'll show you the difference between the heavy invader and the medium invader. Because I all know you love to hand edit SVGs. So heavy invader, medium invader. So basically all that's different is the fill color. End of story. Please let me know what you think of this code. If you have any questions, please answer on the comments somewhere on this page. Wave Manager. Okay, so in this one, instead of having just an array returned as a module, I've kind of made it more wrapped functionality into this class here. So we have the array of invaders, and then we have the current wave, and then we have methods that will get the next wave, and if there's no more waves left, then it returns null. Generate waves, so this is creating the waves. And we can see that here we have these different formations that we're using. We have a triangle formation for the last level, which you saw. And I created it this way so it's easier to write and maintain. I think it's a lot more cleaner than the original waves file. which is using loops, lots of loops to create them. I didn't really like that. This is the old waves file. Yeah, I don't like these waves, these loops. I just like to be able to create all the enemies absolutely explicitly like this. Right, so this is what I'm using to rotate the SVGs round. A bunch of parameters and then some mathematical things. Yeah, all good. A new conversions class just to make my life and your lives easier. Formations. Right, so this is the triangle formation. I'm not going to go through all this stuff. For those that like to do these things, then you can go through it. So that's a triangle formation, then we have the rectangle formation. Vectors. Yes, this is the class that contains all the vectors. Yeah, and this is the way to shoot out a fan of bullets. So we want to know the amount of bullets and the spread, and then we want to return the angles. So yeah, there we are. How exciting! How exciting! All the geeks are watching. All the people that are not geeks are not watching. Okay, game. So we have the wave manager now. We have the background image. We're using the wave manager to determine whether or not the game state is win or not. We have movement, vertical and horizontal movement now. So let me just show you this briefly. So before, it was just movement like this. So now we have this movement here, and we also have this movement. Now we've got to make sure that when we go left and up, we don't have them move up and down at the same speed, otherwise we'd be kind of going 1.4 times faster than physics would allow. So that's why we do... Well, actually, I don't have to worry about that because I'm using these vectors. Then the x and y velocity is worked out automatically. I don't have to worry too much about it. So, yes. Okay. What did I change here? So yes, I'm importing this CSS file, which is a normalized CSS. Go Google it, it's excellent. And I'm just running Webpack like this, so that when I change a file, it continually updates. So you just run npm start, and then as you change the files, then the code will automatically change. And all you need to do is refresh the browser. If somebody wants to help me read a pull request so that the browser automatically refreshes, feel free to add a pull request. README. Okay, yes, conventions, all angles measured in the plus y direction, and then we go round in a clockwise direction. Now, in maths, you always start like in this direction, or that direction, and then you go upwards with plus degrees. But we're not in maths class, so we can do it our own way. Okay, folks, thanks for watching. Sorry it's been a bit long since I've done my last Space Invaders game, but I just need to hear more from you guys. If you want more Space Invaders games, you want more, any ideas you want to add to the game, please let me know.